training that the paper check puts on for us, and I go back and try things for my team and for myself and see what's working and kind of run with it. So usually anything I share is not very original. So this is an idea that Teresa Jennings shared at our spring launch in Charlotte. And you know how you hear that we kind of, at our cooking shows, people have to hear things 3 and 6 times before it sinks in, and consultants, when they come to trainings, have to hear things multiple times before it sinks in. Well, yeah, she presented this on stage and talked about it at spring launch. Well, it wasn't until someone mentioned it at fall launch that I actually thought maybe I should be able to try it. Just went over my head the first time. So, and I'd like to say my recruiting was kind of in a slump last year. And this year things are going really, really well, although my show schedule's kind of been in a slump this year. So for the number of shows I've done this year, I've had really good recruiting results. And I think I just kind of got my passion back in my business and have really, that's shown through my show. So anytime you get bored with your show or you're not as excited about going to your show, change things up and make things different. So that's what I've done some this year and found some new things to do because I've been doing the same show for a long time. So this is just something new that I've thrown in, so it keeps me excited about my show. So Teresa shared an envelope activity that she was doing at her show. It's very, very simple, but I just started it in July after launch, and I recruited 4 people in July and 4 people in August, which not that big of a deal, but for my show schedule, it's a really good deal. So the way I do this is I do the ticket activity at the show, and right before we start the ticket activity, I just walk up to 3 people in the audience, and I say, I hand these envelopes out. Do it. Okay, do it. All right. I think I'm doing my job tonight. Very good, John. Okay.
At the beginning of the show, you hand it out?
No, right before the ticket activity, because usually we're in the kitchen cooking, and then we usually transfer over to the den or somewhere where people can sit for the part where I go over the specials. That's what I say. Well, as our recipe's cooking, let's go sit down in the den and I'll go over some of the specials. And that really means, I'm going to talk to you about weekend show recruiting. So when we go over the specials, right when I get ready to do the ticket activity, I just give the envelopes to 3 people. Now, Teresa didn't do this, so I just did the best I could on the explanation I got. So maybe there's another way, but this is working, okay? So I strategically picked the 3 people I hand the envelopes to, okay? And you want that to be like a really fun person in the crowd, or someone who's really engaged, or someone who you think might really be interested in the opportunity. So I'll give you a couple examples of how this is played out. But so I do the ticket activity, and during the ticket activity, when the question gets asked, how much money do you make, or how much money can you make, I say, that is such a great question. Here's your ticket. And then I say, who here has envelope number 1? What's your name? Tennille. Great, Tennille. Here's your ticket for helping me out and do my job tonight. So I give the person with the envelope a ticket. And I say, Tennille, can you just open the envelope and share with us what's inside? She's got money. Can you count that out and share how much? $400. What that $400 represents is how much money a new consultant in this area could earn on average doing 1 show a week in their very first month of business. So when I ask you, if you were to have $400 coming into your family for just doing 1 show a week, which is going to take about 3 to 5 hours of your time out of your week, what would you do with that extra $400? Not just this month, but every single month if you had that coming in. Now, here's where the magic happens. I am no longer talking, and the guests are now talking, okay? So somebody might say, take a vacation. I'm like, great, well, Tina, where would you take a vacation to? And so we start talking, and somebody else will start asking for ideas. And so this goes on for a little while as into it as the crowd gets. And people are saying, make a car payment, or help out a new car, help out with the mortgage, go out to dinner some, and, activities for the kids. It's just really interesting, but it's the ideas that they're having, not the ideas that I'm giving them. So I said, those are great ideas. Who has envelope number 2? Woo! Michael, can you open that up and share what's inside?
$900.
$900! My little boy helps me pack my envelopes. They're supposed to be 1,000. Whatever that is. Anyway, okay, $1,000. That represents what a new consultant in this area can earn on average doing 2 shows a week. A new consultant doing 2 shows a week, that's going to take about 8 to 10 hours of your time $1,000 coming into your family household, not just this month, but every single month. What could that extra $1,000 do for your family? And so then we get responses, and then that's where the magic really starts to happen. Because again, it's not me talking, it's them coming up with the ideas. And so let me give you an example of what happened at one of the first shows I did this at. We had fun with some of the ideas I had just thrown out. That's what they gave for the first example. The second example, one girl goes, oh my goodness, that can help out with daycare. Another girl said, oh my goodness, if I had that amount of money, I wouldn't have to put my child in daycare. I could stay home. Then what happened next was the crowd started saying, you know, you could really do this. You could stay home. She's having her baby this month. And she wants to be, she's a hairdresser. She stands on her feet all day long and she wants to be able to stay home. This could never have happened any other way in my show without the audience being so involved. So they start talking her into, after she has her baby, she should really do this. And she said, you know, if I had $1,000 a month, I could stay home and I wouldn't have to go to work every day and stand on my feet all day and put my baby in daycare. So the entire crowd was talking her into this. So she is a very strong recruit lead for after she has her baby this month. And it was so, at that moment when that was happening, some people in the room were almost to tears. I mean, it was just it was a small show, and it was, you know, a very close-knit group, and those people were really supporting her. I'll have your first show, and I'm just somebody else's time. Here's tonight they can have a show. So they've got her bookings lined up, and this could never have happened at my full-service checkout. And so that goes on, and it's happened, you know, different scenarios. Like one lady said, oh my goodness, $1,000 a month. I would love to take my husband on our 25th anniversary on a cruise. And the cruise is in February. So she is considering, this just happened, so she's considering getting started so she can save money to take them on their 25th wedding anniversary cruise with her Camper's checking account. So again, this might not have ever happened at full service checkout. So then we do that for a while, and you know, sometimes this is a short time. The $1,000 part is a little bit longer. And then I say, okay, great ideas. Who has envelope number 3? Fine, great. Can you open that up for us and show what's inside? And I'm sorry, John, you don't have any money. You just have a check. But if you could look at the bottom and tell us how many shows a week that is.
I'd like that check.
How many shows a week is that, John?
8.
At the bottom in big fat print.
8 cooking shows, 5 online orders. Oh, 8 cooking shows, 2 shows a week.
Okay, that's a check for upper level director in our company. That's actually a check of mine. An average check for doing 2 shows a week. And does this happen overnight? No. John, how much is that for? Would you share?
Absolutely. $6,135.84.
For doing 2 shows a week. And this is not something that happens overnight. When you start your business with Camper Chef, if you want to come in and you want to make $100 a show, or maybe $400 or $500 a month, I'm going to help you do that. But if your goal is to come in and earn $1,000 for your family a month by doing 2 shows a week, I'm going to help you do that. But if your goal is to earn income like that with this business, I share that not to brag, because there's people in this company that make a lot more money than I do. But I share that to show you that this is a real company where you can earn, or where we have a real business where you can earn real money doing this. And so at one show, I had strategically given back to one of my past hosts who has been to and hosted like 12 shows in the past 2 years. She is a recruit lead, but things are just real busy and she can't do it right now. I have passed checks around. I've always passed my commission checks around at my shows. I don't know where she's been. She's been in the crowd. But when she read that at the show, she goes, oh my gosh, love, I didn't know you made that much money. Been to 12 of my shows where I shared this, but she never got it because it was always me sharing it, and now it's the audience sharing it. And they listen to what they say and listen to what I say. So 12 of my shows. Oh my goodness, love, I didn't know you made that kind of money. So anyway, this is just a great way to get the information out there, a fun way, but a very effective way. So I also say, if you would like to earn, a full-time income with this company, then I help you learn how to build a team. Because there's 2 ways to earn with Camper Chef. And one is what you see tonight, selling the products. But the second is by building a team. So I'll work beside you and teach you how to share with your friends, and share with guests at your shows, and teach you how to build a team and help you train your consultants. And so I say, how would that change your life if you had that amount of money in your account next month? And so then they talk about that a little bit. So this has just been a real short, fun, informative thing that I've done during the ticket activity, and we'll go right back to more questions till we finish the tickets. Now, if that question never gets asked, I stop the ticket activity. I usually let it go for about 13 questions or however many tickets I have in my hand, but I'll stop at like 4 questions from the end. And I'll say, great questions. Now I'd like to just wrap up with one more thing here. Some of you guys have envelopes in your hand. Who has envelope number 1? And then, great, here's a ticket for helping me out. So I get that in whether the question is asked or not. So it either looks like a very natural part of the ticket game, or it looks like a very natural part of the close. And I haven't seen Teresa Jimmy since she shared this. But anyway, it's a really fun thing. It's helped me change my show a little bit and create some new excitement. So maybe it can help you. And I think it is something a new consultant can do. And it doesn't matter how much the check is that's in the envelope. Just a director check. It could be any check. I share that with my team members. They can put it in there. Get a check from your upline. But it could be a good director check. I mean, after you promoted to director or whatever, because it just shows more than $100 a show. So people can see, some people think we get paid in product when they come to our shows. So we want to show them that we actually do get paid. Like Michael says, those love checks.
We love to get them, don't we?
Yay!